everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm back. Okay. I'm trying to kill time. I mean, I'm only 15 minutes away from ordering, but I just can't do it. I need to do something else. I went to the store. Don't mind me, I probably look greasy and shiny because of it. But yeah, I went to the store, got some things. Now I'm on my way. I'm gonna do a reading, and then after I'm done with the reading, I'm gonna order. And then, and it's a holiday, okay? Tomorrow's Canada Day. Okay? It's a time to celebrate. Okay? So let me pick up the cards. Okay, oh yes, awesome. Rob, thank you, Rob, for your tip. I got the Red Bull. He told me get a coffee or a Red Bull or something. Yeah, thank you. I did. I very much did. Okay, so thank you. That Red Bull has been given to me by Rob. Thank you, Rob. Okay, so this is going to be, it's from Goddess of Love, and it's blessings coming next month. What blessings are coming next month for you? So I'm going to try to find this out. I think these are the cards I would like for it. Okay, hold on. What was that noise? Oh gosh, okay. Holy fuck, okay, so hold on. I'll give you something to pick from at least in a second. And shuffle. I always shuffle after I finish a reading. But sometimes I do it before I start the new reading, but I forgot to do it before hitting play. So pardon me. Hot today. Oh, where's my chat? Oh my god, my curtain covered it. Hold up. I don't know if anyone's actually here. It takes a while to have people come in the channel, but I don't know, so I never remember to check. I'm getting better. I'm getting more chat fluid. What's happening? I saw your shout out. That was so sweet of you. I have no way to. I'm trying to go to it and talk about it. I'm gonna do a shout out for you too. I didn't even know that's what that stuff was. Okay, I'm still learning all this stuff, and I don't pay much attention. And I did message you back. I just don't think you got it. I ended up finding it later. I would do a collab with you. I just don't understand how to do them. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you have like a way to do it or a way in mind you want to do it, I'll definitely do that. I think that would be fun. Okay. But I had lost your comments. I lose people's comments. I'm sure you know how that is. You have a channel. Okay? Email me and I'll explain. Oh shit, okay. Where's your email at? Is it on your page? I'll go there and I'll email you. I'll email you a hi. Okay? I'm curious of what we do. Oh, that'd be fun. Okay, so hold on a second. Blessings coming this month. I'll find your email somehow. I'll find it. Okay, I'll look on your page somewhere. I'll find it. Okay, so let's see what we got. What blessings coming to you? card so far. I don't like that card too much. Okay, I'll take it. Anyway, I guess we'll take it. Blessing in disguise is what I want to say that one is. So I think I'm good with all of this. All of these. Maybe these. Okay, so this is a request from Goddess of Love. Okay? And you have 3 options, hold up, and it's what blessings are coming to you this month. I was gonna say July, but then I realized whatever, maybe someone's gonna watch it next month, so it'll be for August. So I left it as an open-ended. So we have option 1, the tiger, option 2, the wolf, and option 3, the vulture. The vulture. So I want to say, go ahead and pick your pick, and I'll see you at your pile. Oh gosh, it's gonna take me probably about 15 minutes to shuffle if you're option 1. Okay. I'll see you there. Yes, description box. I would love to get your feedback on my channel. I would have to look. I would have to watch it. I never really, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I very rarely take the time to watch any videos lately. I haven't. I don't know. I go through like dry spells where I don't really have any. I don't know. I don't want to listen to anything they have to say. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hear the advice. I don't want to hear it again. I already know it. You know what I mean? Like I'm at a pause in my life where it's just repeating the same things to me. It's like I don't need to hear the same thing again. Everyone tells me the same thing. They all talk about my ex and oh God, you know what I mean? And it's like I don't need to know that anymore. I already do. But yes, I will definitely give a look. I was on one of my subscribers' channels the other day. Ooh, gosh, I don't remember her name off the top of my head. I went to her. She had a life path meeting, so I was like, oh well, I could do that. But then again, like I said, I already know about my life path. I already know all about me. So it kind of was like, you know, just for funsies. But I'll check out your channel for sure. I just gotta find a topic that's, you know, that's not gonna tell me about my ex. I don't want to hear about him anymore. I gotta talk about him enough. But yeah, I definitely would. That's what I say. I want to give a shout out to your channel. I just didn't even know that's what that step was. I was like, what is this shout outs thing? It just popped up out of nowhere. Yes, you don't need it. Wait. It's just for fun. Yes, you don't need more. No, exactly. Don't worry about the shout out. Okay, well, I don't even know how to do it, so that's nice of you. That goes there. But I'll figure it out, maybe. I'd like to try it. I like to try everything. Thank you. I like green. Green's my favorite color. Well, one of them. I like all the colors, I ain't gonna lie, but green is one of my favorite colors because it's my, like, shamrock here is green. I got that done. I think I was 19? I don't remember how old I was. I got that when I was younger. I got it because my mother, she's Irish. She's Irish and Polish. Okay? And I'm told that color is called Kelly green. Yeah, it's called Kelly. Well, my mom tells me that tone is Kelly green. And I thought that was cool because her last name is Kelly. Not anymore, but that's her maiden name. And so I was like, oh my gosh, so this is like my maiden name, okay? The color green. It's me, Kelly Green. But I don't have that name. It's like a different name. The birds. I like that though, okay? I love your storytelling. Well, thank you. Okay, I always worry that I don't tell it properly, but I kind of go back and forth, you know? But I'm told that I can tell a good story. It reminds me of this one lady. She was telling me a story, but she was telling it real good, but it was like, okay, oh man. Okay, it was at the shelter, the first shelter I went to, because I went to a few of them. And I'm sitting out in the backyard of that shelter, and there's this house next to me. Oh, this is a good story. It's kind of a spooky tale, okay? But yes, so I'm sitting out there, and I'm out there. There's like a weird thing to sit on. I don't know. I'm back there in the back of the yard, away from everybody, just smoking. What is that? Oh, that's my phone. But anyways, so I'm sitting back there. I'm smoking. I hang out there. I dance out there. I do whatever, right? And there's this house right next to it, and I'm like, there's no one that lives in this house. The patio's falling apart. The windows are dirty. Like, it looks like no one lives there. It's abandoned. And I'm like, what's up with this house? Because I'm homeless, mind you. So I'm looking at this house like, fuck, I wish I could just live there if no one's there. I was like, I would love it. Can someone just let me live there? Who owns this empty house, you know? What is this? Can I move in? You know what I mean? I'll go live in there. Nobody would know. I'll go squat in there or something. You know what I mean? And then and I literally watched this house for weeks. Weeks. I'm watching this house. 3 weeks pass. Like I think a month passes. I don't know how long it had been, right? And there was another lady at the shelter there. She read tarot, and she was the only person I showed my channel to. I showed her my channel. I don't know if she still watches it, but she said she would watch it. I don't know. I show everyone my channel. I didn't give a shit. That's why I expect all those women from the shelter just to be on my channel if they wanted to be. All the people I met, I don't care. I didn't show it to them. Like, look at it. I just would like. I would eventually end up mentioning it. And also that first shelter, I went and read. I have videos where I'm reading tarot in that shelter. So there was no hiding it. They knew what I was doing. So, but I don't know if they actually caught the name on my channel, but they might have if they was super sleuthy enough. Because I definitely walked around and talked about it like with my daughter and stuff. But either way, so I'm sitting in the back there, and I tell this one lady, I can't remember her name, and I'm not supposed to talk about their names. Anyways, I would nickname her. What would I nickname her? I don't know. I'll come up with a nickname eventually. I'll just blurt out. But I tell her, I said, have you ever noticed that there's nobody living in that house? And she says, I know. She says, my room is right next to it, and I see out the window all the time. She says, no one lives there. And I'm like, seriously, nobody lives there. And then she's like, yeah. And I'm like, man. So I'm like, whatever. I pay attention. I'm still paying attention. And I'm like, who lives here? You know, someone's got to live here. Nothing. Weeks pass. Weeks. I've been there a whole month now, okay? And I'm just chilling. And then finally, it's like late at night. I was out there at like 3 a.m. That place that's why I said that shelter was really, really, really nice, okay? Other than that one lady that had it out for me because she didn't like people that smoked weed. Other than her, dumb bitch. Okay, that's some dumb shit to do to somebody that's like homeless and struggling like that and coming from an abusive relationship. It's like, you know, let's kick them out over some weed, you know, because we live in like, I don't know, the 60s. I don't even know what generation that would come from. Like, get real. But anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I gotta turn this down, I think. I wasn't expecting sounds. Does it even have volume? I don't even know. This thing's making too much noise. But anyways, so I'm sitting out there and I finally see late at night there's a woman. I'm sitting out there smoking. I have my headphones on, blasting, and then all of a sudden in between songs, a dog barks at me, and I'm like, oh God! I look over. There's a fence right next to me, and their house was right next to the fence. Like, it was really close quarters. I look over, and there's a dog. It's a Jack Russell Terrier. And I was like, oh my God. And I said, where the hell did you come from? And then I look up, and I see that the lights are on there. And I'm like, oh my God, there's someone there. I'm like, who's there? So I instantly start paying attention. I'm like, who is it? I finally get to see who lives there. I'm like, somebody lives there. For real. I couldn't believe it. All right? So then I'm like, silence. But yeah, so then I go ahead. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I did it. Anyways, don't mind me, I'm sticky and sweaty, okay? But yeah, I see it's a woman. So I'm finally like, I'm gonna talk to this lady. I want to talk to her. I need to know who this woman is. Alright. I look over and she sees me. She looks at me, and so I say hi to her. I'm like, hi. And she's like, hey. I said, how are you? She says, I'm good. I said, your dog scared the shit out of me. And she says, what? I said, your dog. I said, it scared the fucking crap out of me. I said, I was just sitting here listening to music and it went, whoa! And she says, oh yeah, he barks. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking and I'm trying to, like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the scene. And then she's like, I'm just here cleaning up. And I'm like, okay, she's going to tell me the scene. I'm not even going to ask. Okay, I'm like, oh yeah? Because everyone always likes to talk to me. So I kind of expected her to kind of open up naturally because everyone always does it. You'd be surprised. I mean, people in line start talking to me about things that happened to them when they were children. I'm like in the line at the pot store one day, and this older woman's like talking to me about all these terrible things her dad did to her. And I'm like, lady, I don't know you, but all right. Like, it's like people just really like to pour their heart to me sometimes. So I'm like, all right, and I'm used to that shit. So this lady instantly starts talking to me. And I'm like, that's how it goes. So I was like, what you cleaning up for? And she says, oh. And she says, this dog. She starts talking about the dog again. I'm like, okay, well, I guess she's going to talk about it. She's like, it's a smart dog. It's this, that, and the other. I love this dog. It's my baby. Yada, yada, yada. I go everywhere with this dog. And I was like, that's so awesome. I said, I miss my dogs. You know, she says, you wouldn't believe how I got this dog. I said, I would love to know. You know. And she says, some story about how it was given to her from a woman who lost all her children. She was like, she was in a car accident with her daughter, and her daughter died, or something like this in the car accident. And I'm like, whoa. And she's like, and she had this dog, but she couldn't keep it. So I said, I'll take it. And I'm like, oh my. And she says, yeah. She says, she's got 2 other sons or something like this. But her daughter died, and like she's never been, she's in like trauma, like therapy things and stuff like this to get over it, because I guess she feels like, because she was driving, she feels responsible. She's got some grief going through it, So I'm like, oh God. So then she's like, but she's got 2 other sons still, and I have no idea the age on these people. She told me the daughter was like 6 years old when it happened. So I'm thinking they're all kids, No, this happened a long time ago. Okay, that's the time scale on that. But then she tells me, but she's got 2 other sons, and I'm like, oh well, that's good. At least I said, they can take care of each other, and things like this. And she said, yeah. And she goes, one of them lives here. And I said, oh. She goes, yeah, that's why I'm cleaning it up. And I'm like, oh, well, that's really nice of you. I said, well, why do you have to clean it up, though, And she ignores me and starts talking about something else again. And I'm like, okay. And I just listened to her. I don't even remember what she started talking about. I think it was about the dog again. And I started telling her about how I read that those dogs are like the most intelligent ones. That's why they use them for TV and things like this. And I don't know, we started talking about crap like that. And then she's like, but yeah, I'm cleaning this place up, and I don't know how I'm going to get it done. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, yeah, so this was his son. And this is her son's house. And I'm like, okay. She goes back to the topic, and she's like, he's 40 years old. And I'm like, okay. And she says, oh, and he's a pro gamer. Okay. And I'm like, okay, what game? I'm like, I game. I'm like, what game? Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, oh. She says he's top 5 in Canada. Whatever the hell that meant for Dungeons and Dragons, I don't even know. Didn't know there was a leaderboard. But yeah, there's a leaderboard, and he's top 5. And I was like, oh. I said, well, that's really nice. It's an accomplishment. I said, that's really cool. So I'm thinking, I want to meet this neighbor. He plays games. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, but he games. And he's 40. I'm like, oh, I can hang with a 40-year-old. That's my ex-husband's age. I could do that. And then she's like, but he's dead. And I'm like, what? What? What the fuck? You talked about him like he was here, and how do you pull out the death card on me? And I was like, oh. And here's where the story gets crazy. Okay, not only did she pull that out on me, and I was like, oh my God, all right. I said, well, that's a shame. Well, how did he die? Nobody knows. I said, what do you mean nobody knows? So was he unhealthy? Did he have addictions? Did he have friends? What's going on? No, he had no friends. I said, did he ever have a wife or a girlfriend? No, he had one girlfriend once in his life, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, how did he die? Was he unhealthy? Did he, was he overweight or anything? How did he die? Was it like a heart attack? How did he just die? How does somebody know? And she says, no, they did an autopsy, and they I don't know, they said that they don't have an answer for how he died. And I was like, well, that's just crazy. I said, well, when did he die? Because she made it seem like the house had been on pause since he died, and now she finally came to do it. Like, she was doing it for the lady, because the lady couldn't bear to do it. So this was her friend, and she was coming over there to clean out the house for this lady, for her friend. And it seemed like she finally got around to doing it. So I'm thinking, this guy has been dead. No, she says, 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, 3 weeks ago? Hold the phone, lady. I said, 3 weeks ago. I said, what day? And she says, I don't fucking know. And I'm like, oh. I was like, she's like, but it's 3 weeks ago on the day. So I pull out my calendar. I zoom up. 3 weeks ago to the day was the day I landed at that shelter. Okay? The 29th of September was the day that man died. And I said, that's just terrible. And then it clicked to me, holy smokes. He was dead. He was there. Okay, and then I said, well, they said, we found him 2 weeks after he died. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been sitting here staring at this house, wondering, and it's been driving me nuts. Whose house is this? And there's been a dead body in it the whole time, smoking away and getting all stinky. What? My God. Okay, yeah, wow, plot twist. Hi, Callie, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great today. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, a plot twist on that one. And I was like, what the fuck? Where am I? Where's the camera here, okay? And it's funny because when I first got there, because I pay attention to everything so damn much, I was out there smoking, and I noticed that there was a busted up garage. The balcony was falling apart. Like, it looked abandoned, but there was lights on inside. So I thought someone lived there. So I think he was still alive that very night when I came there. But either way, his lights must have got left on. But then what had happened was then a week later from that, someone kicked in the garage door, like broke in it. And if I do them, so I was like, oh, I guess someone does live there. They went in their garage and they forgot to close it. No, someone kicked it in because that guy was already dead. All right, so then I asked her, I said, well, does he have enemies? How does someone just die like that? And she says, well, he had friends over like a week before, and that's the only time he ever hung out with anyone. And I was like, oh, they must have did something to him. All right, because why his shit was kicked in later. He had something in that garage, and some snake in the grass, I'm gonna say, fucked him up and killed him. They said he just fell over dead in his kitchen, and they have no autopsy. She says, I mean, there's nothing's coming up on the autopsy. Alright, so I was like, that's some secret stealthy ninja shit. Someone done came and got that poor guy. I don't know. Alright, but either way, I started getting tons of random messages all about the word Richard. Richard. So I think his name was Richard. I think she even told me his name was Richard. And I was like, that's Richard! Because I literally kept getting tons of messages about Richard. Even like people I met so many Richards out of nowhere. I'm like, why so many riches? Okay. I even rode down a street and the street was called like Rich. And I was like, whoa, a snake twice. But yeah, so like, I was just like blown away. I was flabbergasted, okay? I was like, this lady just... So then obviously I went over into the shelter and I spread the news. I told my friend, the girl that read tarot, I was telling her, I said, I found out what happened. She says, what do you mean? I said, next door. She says, oh, the abandoned house. I said, yeah. And I told her the story and she was like, oh, she couldn't fucking believe it. Because I told you her room was right next to that house. She looks out the window and looks in that house. She says, his body has been there this whole time. I said, yeah, they just found it like a week ago. I said, he's been there dead for like 2-3 weeks. I was like, I don't even know how they found him. All right. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay. And she's like, I can't believe that. And then get this, here's the kicker. This was the funny part for me, like with synchronicities. I tell this one of the staff girls there that I'm friends with. You know, she was like part of my soul tribe or something. We got along really great. She was like a sister, instant sister. So I tell her when I see her, she worked the night shifts. So I tell her when I see her, I'm like, hey, I said, did you ever hear about did you ever see or know that, because I had asked her in advance, what's up with that house? And she's like, oh, that's just some guy that lives there or something like that. I was like, I've never seen anyone. She's like, I don't know. And then so when I run into her again after I got the scoop, I was like, hey, I said, remember I was asking you about that house over there? And she's like, yeah. I said, you wouldn't believe what happened. And I tell her the story, and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, man, she says, some of the women here, she says, any of the women that would go out there and smoke, that ever saw him and talked to him, they said he was a dick. And I said, oh my God, okay, because dick is another word for Richard. So I was like, oh my God, he must have been named Richard for reals, because I swear that's what she said. She told me his name, you know? So I thought that was hella interesting. That poor man, I don't know, I think he was murdered. I think he was murdered. But who knows? But either way, that was a very fucking interesting story. The fact that he died the day I got there. And that girl that I was friends with, she arrived that day too. I said, you wouldn't believe what day he died. She says, what? I said, the 29th. She says, oh. And I was like, I know, right? She's like, oh my God. And I said, yeah. She says, that's what day we got here. I said, yeah, I know. And she's like, he's been there since we've been. And I said, I know. And she's like, my room is, I know. And she's like, oh my God. You know, such an OMG moment. Okay, man, these cards. They're so sticky. Okay, sorry. So, okay, I'm back. Hi. So this is from Goddess of Love, and it's, yeah, those sweat drops. Okay, when that lady pulled out, yeah, but he's dead now. I'm like, whoa. Oh, the sweat drops. Like, okay, awkward silence. Don't know what to say. I'm like, well, how did he die? I don't know. And I'm like, that's crazy. That don't make no damn sense. And then I put together all the little pieces about that broken garage. Okay? And if he's some type of pro gamer, I'm sure he was getting paid for it. Alright? Top 5 in Canada, getting paid something. So I'm sure he had something in his garage. A lot of people here in Canada grow things in their garage, grow weed and things like this, and store things in there. So it's like someone knew he had something in there, took him out, and then busted the door down a week later, and then stole whatever was in that garage. Alright? I don't know what was in there. But anyway, so option 1 for what blessings are coming your way this month. We have option 1, the tiger, option 2, the wolf, and option 3, the vulture. You could work it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you, and there's something going on in the woods back there too. Because there was a neighbor there who was eyeing me. Right? You don't even want to know what story I concocted with that. That's the thing. Like stories randomly form in my mind. Like if you're someone that like writes books and things like this, writes novels, it's something like that. Like you start to think of a story, but I'm not even thinking of the story. The story just starts to come to me, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's a crazy story. And then more and more as the time goes on, the story fills itself in, and then I'm starting to realize it correlates with what's going on in my life, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm thinking this is a psychic download coming in. There's something about what's behind them woods, alright? Something's buried in them woods. And it ain't treasure. It's something terrifying, okay? I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would love to do that. I would love to work with the police and help them find people, things like that. I could totally do that. If I practiced and tried. It's fun. It happens naturally, you know? So anyways, is my lighting, is my brightness good? Okay. Okay, I'm back. So, option 1. The tiger. Okay, so what blessings are coming your way next month? What blessings are coming next month? I don't know. I want to say maybe you get some tiger energy in your raccoons. Something with your family. Oh my god. Snakes and snakes and snakes. So what? It's something about that. Don't tell me blessing in disguise. I don't want to talk about blessing in disguise. Gnosis. Okay, this is making me think of, inner knowing, things like this. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Okay. Go ahead, Tiger. Be a tiger. I tell you, I was walking through the O'Hare Airport, and there was like a big old billboard of him on one of those escalators that just take you forward because you're tired. You just stand on it, and it just moves you down the hall. I'm standing on that thing, and I look over to the side, and I see Tiger Woods with his little head on a golf thing, and he's like thinking, and it says, "Go ahead, Tiger. Be a tiger." And I'm like, rawr! I'm like, okay, like I loved that fucking billboard. That billboard made me laugh. But yeah, all right. Maybe you're gonna start golfing. Either way, the poet. I want to say that's about being unblocked. I want to say releasing something from your mind. With the birds, it's like that makes me gossip. All right, so I want to say maybe something with gossip with some snakes, because we got the snake card twice over here. And in between the snake, we have the Lord card. So it's like, that's the center of the attention. It's the center of it all. It's some guy, some dude, some Lord, right? In between two snakes. I don't know. But little luxuries. Generate luxurious experiences and surroundings. Friends, the most unlikely. Oh, you're going to make some friends. I want to say a lot of friends, because this is a lot of birds. I want to say something with your friends. I'm not sure. You're going to connect with your friends. That tiger energy, I feel like that's a fierceness, okay? We have a page. Is that a page? It's definitely a page. There's no horse. A page of wands. You might meet someone, and they might give you, I'm going to say, slight romantic offers. Not offers, but like, they might flirt with you and let you know they're interested. Something like that, very mild. So that's kind of I don't know if that's considered a blessing, but yeah, that's why I said creativity. If you've been blocked, I feel like your creativity blockage is going to be released. Okay? This is a 7, right? 5, 6, 7? Yeah, that's a 7. So it's like making me think of 7th house. So it's like relationships. I don't know. Maybe you're going to start talking and writing about relationships or something like this. You get unblocked about something. And I feel like there's lots of people, lots of friends, or lots of people to know. They spread the news. So it's kind of like gossip, but not really. Like you got some news and you tell people, and then they all tell people. You know what I mean? Like something like this, something happens. It's amazing, and then it just spreads. Like your news, my God, this sun is killing me right now. The news of it all, I feel like spreads like wildfire. Oh my God. Study. You're very close to achieving your goals. I'm gonna say something you've been working on. All right, studying and working on. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. Okay, so you will be surprised. I like the colors on this card because they're kind of like blended together, if you can see them a bit. And it says, hold up. Ask with love, and their answers may surprise you. Yet whatever their answer, be happy. And this may surprise them. Hi, it's love, and I ... So, I want to say someone's going to surprise you. I'm going to say pleasantly surprise you. Someone. I'm going to say someone that you would never expect to do anything. I want to say for you. No, but then we have the Ace of Swords. It's making me think of like a new conversation about it. That's what I said with the Poet card. It's like speaking a new idea, a new way of doing it, and like a reboot. As I'm saying, it's making me think of like a writer. I was just talking about telling, we were just talking about storytelling. So it's like someone that writes novels or something like this. Okay? Creativity. Yeah, I feel like your creativity comes from within, like comes from the divine, so to speak. So I want to say a lot of the stuff you say is probably very psychically inclined. Any of your poetry, writings, any work you do. We have books, we have the study cards, so it's like, and it's successful. It's making me think of someone that wrote a book and it's selling, and people are like talking about it or something. Do you know what I mean? Something like this. Like you do something, and it gets acknowledged, and I feel like by many, and it's good. Okay, the Anchor. You've been weighed down lately, maybe financially, like you've been having to work constantly or something like this, or you haven't had a whole lot of money. Maybe you haven't been able to work and you really want to work. Basically, there's some being held back, basically, and it's because of your finances, I'm sure, because of all the treasure that's there. Okay, so it's like, that's like lost treasure. That's like sunken, lost treasure. So I feel like maybe you reclaim this, somehow you find it. Okay, that anchor is so pretty. That anchor looks like it's made out of gold. That's what I'm saying, like I feel like you get something, little luxuries. Right, the scholar, and it's in reverse. So it's like, it's no more time, like you're done studying. I feel like it's time for you to experience. Like you've been studying, you've been things like this, and I feel like it's time to just go out there and get your feet wet. And I feel like that's what you're gonna stop studying, and it's because you're doing something. All right, all your studying paid off, though. You are good enough. That's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of like a jumping into the water thing. Like you gotta be ready. You gotta be good enough. You know what I mean? Like you gotta feel good enough. You know what I mean? Like when you play double dutch, you gotta know how to get in there. You gotta know when to jump in. And I feel like that's where you're at. You're like trying to jump, right? Oh, like take flight. Like you're trying to jump. And they're saying you're good enough. You're gonna be just fine. They're telling you to take flight, jump. Whatever the hell you've been holding on to, I'm gonna say in your mind. I'm gonna say put it down on paper. Write a book. Write a story. Write something. I don't know, something about your creativity. Okay. Let me connect and let creativity flow. So I'm saying you're gonna reconnect. I feel like with source, with yourself, something like this, and it's gonna just everything's just gonna flow out, and it's gonna be perfect for you. I was a gift. The bouquet. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be really good. It's going to be like a gift. I feel like you've been owed this almost. Like this is yours. I feel like this is karmically yours, and now it's just finally time. Peruvian lily. Strength. More effort will get you what you want. So I said, like, it's time for you to stop sitting by and reading and writing and just doing, not reading and writing, but I want to say just sitting by and reading and studying or thinking and things like this. It's time for you to do it. Okay? Like I feel like, cause if you hold back, you'll never feel ready. So they're saying you're good now. Your Ace of Swords, you're good. It's time to do it. You're good. Whatever it is you're doing, right? And you're gonna do it this month, and that's gonna be your blessing. That it's gonna finally, like if you're someone I feel like does this all the time, I feel like next month is finally when you get your recognition or something like this. You get recognized for something, some type of work you do. It comes from your, I want to say from your connection, light. Okay. Look to the space between the trees for answers. That's more about your divinity. Like you have divine guidance, and I feel like you use it. You're probably someone that looks up a lot and thinks. You know, when you know that when you're looking up and thinking, that's who you're looking at. You're looking at the divine, whether you know it or not. Whether you're looking at the sky or not, just the action of looking up into your brain is something. What is that called with psychology? It's you know, like if you look left, it means you're looking in that side of your brain. If you look right, you're looking on the creative side of your brain or whatever. But if you look dead center, it's kind of like you're not, you know, you're looking in the center. It's like you're looking at your third eye. And your third eye is your direct like link. It's like your television screen, your phone to them, to the divine. So it's like, I feel like, you know what I mean? That's like that's your key. I don't think you realize that. And if you do, I want to say yes, know that. So your confirmation, I truly agree with you, right? So healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. You were healing. So I feel like any of the stuff you were doing, it was beneficial. It was part of your learning, you know. You had to learn to do this, you know what I mean? And I feel like it helped you heal. And then I feel like now that you've healed, you're ready to receive your rewards. I want to say receive your benefits, receive what's owed to you. And I feel like you're just kind of struggling with some confidence on whether or not you should bother, because I have a feeling like maybe you've tried in the past and it didn't really work out. I'm telling you, it's the time. So next month, something like this is gonna happen. Yeah, with Gnosis, that's more of that, you know, your connection. Okay? I feel like you're able to go into your mind and hang out. And then when you're hanging out in there, I feel like you can find some real good shit. Probably make some really great stories up and things like this. Let me tell you, them stories, they usually end up equaling things. Because why do I believe? Okay, meeting's over. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. I think that was really good, though. The tiger, that's what I'm saying. Fierce. Be fierce, right? You're going to be fierce this month. But yeah, that's why I'd be thinking that there's something in the woods back there. It's very creepy, okay? Because I have to go to the locations to really get the downloads, right? So when I'm in them woods, I'm like, oh man, there's something here. And then I go off to the river where there's this rock, and it's this big rock with a plaque on it, and it's so pretty. It's a public monument, so I'm allowed to be there, right? But to get there, I gotta go on a private road. And this one lady's like, what are you doing on my road? And I'm like, I'm just going to the river. It's a private road. And I was like, well, okay, you nasty bitch, all right? I was with my daughter, though, and she don't like it when I get angry like that. So I was just like, okay, bye. And I turned around, and then she's like, what a bitch. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I got a lot more to say about it than that, but I'll keep it clean. And then we walk away, and she's like, I wanted to show her the monument. But anyways, and for some reason, when I went to that monument, I poi at these places. I love to poi. So I'm poing on that big old boulder, and it dawns on me, oh my God, I think someone slipped and fell here because I could see bloodstains on the rocks. And I was like, OMG, what has happened here? Because what made me even think about it was because I was like, I gotta be careful not to bust my ass up here. And I'm climbing up there on this boulder, and I'm like, wait, hold up, there's bloodstains on this rock. What has happened on this rock? And then I see there's a plaque about peace and things like this. And I was like, did somebody get hurt and killed here? Did somebody slip and fall and hurt, and then they put a plaque up? What the fuck is this? Why was that lady still angry at me for coming over here? You know, what are they hiding? You know what I mean? Private road. Who the fuck has a private road? Yeah. Fucking idiots. But yeah, so I'm like, all right, well, that's strange. And then when I go back to the woods throughout the weeks, I boy there, and like, I'm like, damn, man, this place is so creepy looking. It's got like a fenced in area out of sticks. Like someone took sticks and made it into a circle. It looked like a circle, like a den. And that's where I pointed at. And I kept looking at the ground thinking, I wonder what's under this ground. I wonder what's down here. There's something down here, you know? So I went and treasure hunted the area, and I did get that little ring. But I'm telling you, there's something buried in there, all right? I'm telling you, there's something creepy down there. Because I tell you, when I think about it and actually like go into my mind about it, it gives me the most wave of fear and terror you'll ever feel. I'm like, holy fuck, I am afraid, and I have no idea why. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would definitely love to do detective work. Again, I tell you, I'm a super duper good detective narrator. All right, so yeah, let's see. Option 2, the wolf. And not only that, there was a neighbor there that would always stare and watch me when I was in there pointing. Like, he was always like, you know, I have a feeling it's him that buried something in them woods. He's also the reason I got kicked out of that shelter, because he went and yelled at the women there about me smoking pot on the streets. And it's like, bro, it's public streets. You just don't want me in these woods because you know I'm going to find out your secret. It worked. It got me out the area. But either way, I still know what the fuck went down over there. Let me tell you, I got a whole fucking story planned out, but I don't want to talk about it because it's like, if I'm wrong, that's some fucked up shit. So anyways, the wolf, okay? I want to say you're a lone wolf. But look, you know, wolves, they have packs. So it's like you probably got friends, okay? Probably got a good amount of little friends, things like this. You got a pack about you. You got a wolf pack with you. With the raccoon card, if like you like the night, study. You like to read, maybe. Quiet. You like quiet. I want to say you're surrounded by toxicity. Like, you're surrounded by it. Like, there's a snake there, there's a snake there, and you're like, I'm a lone wolf now. Fuck that, alright? You know what I mean? Oh, you're welcome, Cosmic. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm very glad. Thank you. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you. Okay, but the animal, I feel like that's more. This almost looks like another wolf, wolfy. So it's like that's more wolf. I feel like you got the attention of another wolf, of an animal. Oh my, it's a romance. You're surrounded by snakes and someone's watching you. I feel like I don't know. I think it's a friend of yours. Right? It's a most unlikely friend. It's a friend you don't expect. I feel like they got a crush on you. Oh gosh, with the Page of Wands, yes, they would love to tell you this. You will be surprised. Oh my God, they're gonna tell you. The desert, dry. I want to say this person, you, I don't know, y'all, everyone in the world basically because of COVID has not been having sex, or not a lot of it at least. Okay, little luxuries. Yeah, everyone's been focusing on work. I want to say and just keeping being home and being cozy. And I feel like that's about touching. Okay, this person wants to touch. I guess making me think of touch. Okay, so I want to say it's like petting. And they want to come pet you. Like, you imagine, you're the wolf, okay? This person wants to come and pet you. Okay? They want to, fertility. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's making me think of doggy style. Okay, God, this reading. Okay, I do enjoy a good pervy reading, though. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, fertility. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. Alright, they see you and they're like, Alright, let me tell you, they want to put a baby in you. And if they're not someone that, wants to get you pregnant, it's just the urge for sex. The urge is like, OMG, like there's what word should I use? I'm stuttering because I don't know which word to use. Is that a robin? No, it's a cardinal. Where'd it go? I'm telling you, my cardinal bird seed's working. It was for cardinals and songbirds. It's working. I keep seeing cardinals flying around, so it's working. But yeah, the squirrels keep eating it too, and I'm like, get off of them, and they're like, ah. But yeah, they're fucking stupid. But yes, it's something about coming. There we go. That's the word I'll use. They want to come in you. Okay, there's like an urge for that, but it's because it's low key. They want a baby with you, whether they know it or not. Like they feel like their subconscious is like baby. All right, so you might use condoms, but it ain't. I feel like that's why there's the urge. This person really wants to do you. Oh, okay. Someone very close. You're very close to achieving this goal. So I want to say they're coming soon. The gem. They see you as a gem. What is that, a butterfly? The milkweeds, they're working. There's a butterfly in my yard. It's working. They said it would. Gnosis. This is making me think of like, I'm going to say like your knowledge. I want to say maybe you have insight. Obviously we have the insight card here. It says the answers are there for those who look. So I feel like you might be someone that pays attention and gets answers. You know answers. Oh my God, what did I get bit by something? It's so itchy. Yeah, like you can see answers. I feel like you have a great mind for it. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like you get psychic intuition about anything. And this person knows that. Maybe this person gets it too. I'm not sure. But definitely with meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. What's over there? A gibbous moon. So we only got Pisces here. But if they see you, if you're a woman, they see you as a Queen of Wands. Look at the Queen of Wands twice. It's like double time. You know what I mean? Definitely. I'm going to say like this could be same sex. Things like that. Two queens. But I'm going to say the animal, man, I'm going to say they look up to you. That's what it is. They look up to you. This is making me think of an alpha, like an alpha male. What the fuck is a girl? An alpha female? I don't think so. I think it's called an omega. I only think that because I watched this movie called Alpha and Omega with these two wolf packs. Okay. And the girl was from the Omega tribe and the boy was from the Alpha tribe. Alright? And they were I think they united the tribes, not the tribes, the packs. They united the packs by falling in love, something like this. Falling in love. Yeah, so this person's falling in love with you. But I want to say, yeah, they're from a different wolf pack. They're the animal, and you're the wolf. Okay? So that's making me think they could be any type of animal, but I want to say they look up to you. And they definitely find you very, very attractive. Okay? And it says most people are just trying to survive. Man, that sun is intense on my desk right now. It's actually making my desk hot. Alright? Make sure my phone isn't burning up. The phone literally will catch fire if I let it. Just remember, Most people are so beguiled by your charm, awed by your confidence, and inspired by your choices. They simply forget to say thank you, please, and I love you like crazy. Okay, you make this person shy. As often as they feel the urge, let's not be one of those people. Thank you, please. I love you like crazy, the universe. So I feel like this person, I want to say you make this person squirm. And I feel like you don't even do it on purpose. Like you probably, like I said, you don't know this person even likes you like that. Okay, you know what I mean? Like you just don't know that. It's a secret for them. That they plan on telling you. They plan on making a move on you. Page of Wands. You know, they find you sexually attractive and beyond. So it's like they want to let you know, but they're not trying to let you know like they're not trying to be shysty about it. They're gonna let you know that they think you're very hot and they want to do you. Okay. Four of Swords. This is them. Yeah, they're like sitting around like not saying it. Like they're not doing it. Like they're like almost down about it. They're dwelling on it. My God, the glare of the cards is like literally blinding me. But yes, they're like dwelling on it. Like I feel like they're trying to figure out how to say it, what to say it. You're not expecting this at all. And this is definitely something that finds you super duper attractive. Ooh, the key. That's what I'd be saying. I must have gave you some insight. But yes, insight is here for sure. Somewhere there's answers here for those who seek it. That's what it's telling me. But the keys, 8 of Pentacles, hard work. I feel like maybe they work a lot or maybe you work a lot. Either way, they watch you at some point and they feel like you're the answer. Maybe you have answers. There's a wasp. The other way, I could just slam it if it comes near me. Literally, I went to the corner store, a wasp flew up and landed on my chest, and I was like, oh my God, get away. I was like, get away. And he was like climbing, I was like, get away. And he finally, I ran backwards, I did some backpedaling, and it was like, he went that way and I went that way, and I was like, oh my God. I hate wasps. He was huge. He was like literally like this big. He was a big, long, gross one. All right, young woman in reverse. Okay. So I feel like this could be anyone. Who could this be? I think I'm going on a date. I want to say maybe you had no idea. But this person, I feel like even thinks about taking you on a date. I don't know, like even having a kiss by midnight, things like this, like Cinderella. Made me think of a Cinderella story. Coffin, 9 of Pentacles. So this made me think they've literally been sleeping around. The 8 and then the 9. Okay, so the next, and that's also like that's like another like 4 of Swords type card for me. So it's like basically double 4 of Swords. Like I feel like maybe maybe you do like this person too. If you have a friend of yours that you have a crush on, this is likely them. Okay, I'm gonna say because that's like mirroring for me when I get the same cards twice, and in your spread, not with including these. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna say you might like them too. Ooh, this is exciting. Adaptation. Change will be better than you think. Something has to change. They have to change. Something has to change. I'm not sure. Something's going to change. Basically, I think there's a change coming, and I feel like it's going to be a really good change. Might be something you don't want to happen, but it's like it's one of those adjustment periods where like it's not that great of a change for you, but it leads you to something better. So something like that's going to happen where there's something that changes in your life that's kind of uncomfortable, but it's because and then you have a moment of uncomfortability, but it's better than you think. So that's like not really realizing how like it's a blessing in disguise, so to speak, something like that. Okay, and then we have the adventure. Live wild and free. So that's all about like going out. I feel like this person's gonna get out of their imprisonment, like their mental problems, like their shyness, all sorts of things. They're gonna get their thoughts together and they're gonna be able to have a conversation, I wanna say, with you. They're gonna maybe start one with you. With the with the just trying to survive card, they might just be really busy with some life or death things. Not literally life or death, but you know what I mean, some important, very important things that matter. Like it means something like you know what I mean, like if they stop what they're doing, you know, they might lose their apartment or something like this. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like they have to put the fact that they like you on pause and do them. But they see you as an adventure, whoever this person is. They see you as an adventure to be had. Insight, friends. I feel like, yeah, you guys are friends. Little luxuries. That makes me think of a gift. I feel like this person wants to give you a gift. A little gift, nothing crazy. Something like a personalized gift, something that you would find so adorable, but like it could have cost like $5, like from the corner store or something, or from an airport even. You know what I mean? Like just a little novelty, something that you would like. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Okay, so it's like it's making me think that they see that in you. They see that you embrace all of yourself, and I feel like that right there holds them back. Excuse me, that holds them back because they kind of don't embrace all of themselves. So they're like, oh gosh, I guess that's what needs to change for them. They need to start opening up to you more and embracing themselves more. And once they realize that that's what you want and that's what you look for, I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like you're going to inspire, because they look up to you. So I feel like you're going to inspire them and motivate them to do that. And I feel like in that process, there's an offer to you, manifesting. All right, we got the Magician card back there. So yeah, with the Magician card with the triple moon, it's like I feel like you both are manifesting this. I feel like that's what it is. It makes me think of an adventure date. Yeah, I feel like you guys go out on a nice date. Okay, something about a love story. So it's like you guys might have a love story. This is making me think of Cinderella. Excuse me, Cinderella. Cinderella's got, she's got a story. Okay. So I think that's really cool. Something about surviving, though. I don't know what you guys survived. Maybe you survived something together. I don't know. Or you know about things, something that you've survived. I don't know. I feel like they've survived something. With two snakes, y'all both might have survived snakes. And I feel like you might know who this snake is. Like, okay, and that makes me think of like you knew a snake and they knew a snake and it was the same snake. Like you both knew this person who was a terrible snake in your life and theirs. How much it affected them, I'm not sure. Or how much it affected you, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Like maybe, and you both had, that's what I'm saying, and then you both had snakes at home. Your own personal snakes. I feel like, and you guys knew each other. You guys knew their snake, and they knew yours, and that's so confusing. That's like a, oh my goodness, yeah, that's like a group of friends for sure. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This is a part of your friend group. That is so interesting. But I feel like you're such a natural born leader with the wolf card, and you're so gorgeous with the fertility card. Okay, I feel like anyone would want to date you. So this person's really sad. I feel like for some reason, I'm not sure. Desert, dry. Maybe they have flirted with you and you stopped flirting with them and they're sad about it. They're trying to figure out why, but I feel like they're trying to figure out how to come back and I would say bring it back to not being dry. So if this is someone you've ever flirted with, I want to say if you had someone you were used to flirt with, I feel like that's who this friend is and they're coming back, but I don't know about these snakes. I feel like they're leaving their snakes. You know what I mean? They survived and maybe they finished their job, whatever snake they had. I don't know. That's a little confusing at the end there. But yeah, usually the most confusing parts make the most sense to people. So I hope that works. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Oh my God, is it finally 10 o'clock? Oh my God, it's 10:40. That's fantastic. Okay, I couldn't order before filming because then it's like, what if they take 3 hours again? Okay, so option 3, the vulture. All right, that fly. Oh, that's not even fly. That's a bug, and it's all blue. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Oh God, the vulture. So what blessings next? What blessings coming next month? I want to say maybe something with your mood or your environment is going to be better. Something's going to come out of the dark. Something that you knew was going to happen. I want to say you had like a premonition about this. The warrior. Makes me think of fighting. Alright, and then we have snakes. So many snakes. Okay, we have the snake around this thing's neck. This snake. And we have this snake. And then we have this snake. Okay, there's a lot of snakes. 7th house. And then this is an X. So I want to say something about an X. It's a vulture, I want to say. That makes me think, there's a blessing coming with a vulture's X. Okay, organization, purpose, planning, efficiency. Now come to me so easily. I'm going to say this make organization plus the warrior. That's making me think of a war. Strategic. I feel like you're strategically designed to take this motherfucker down. No, I feel like no, but they're hunting you. They're watching you. Like I said, vultures, they don't do nothing. They don't kill. They don't fight. They don't do shit. They just, they wait until something else killed it, and then they eat the scraps. So that's why I said this person's a scrub. This person's a bobo. Whoever the fuck this person is, this is just a negative energy. I want to say it's an X because there's a big old X right here in my face. But it's definitely someone from your past. I feel like that you don't talk to no more. You consider them to be a fuck-ass snake. Alright? I feel like, can you stand up to them and they're so nasty to you? Yeah. Because I always tell you, I always see you guys as the meerkat. You're not the meerkat. Well, I mean, it is kind of like a meerkat. But yeah, as the mongoose there. Right? Like, I feel like this is, you know what I mean? This is somebody that, it's almost like you were built to take this bitch down. But yeah, organization, that makes me think of your community. Things like this. I feel like your community with the warrior. That's what I'm saying. It's like a war. There's a war. Some type of war at home. Something like this. A war with your friends. I don't know. A war with your mind. Whoa, there's a war everywhere. Everything has got war. The blessing? That's not gonna happen. A new start is coming. Yeah, exactly. There is that's different. That energy. That's last month's energy. All right. So this month, a new start. You're being watched by loving eyes. Okay. So this vulture, I feel like he stops watching you. You know what I mean? He stops stalking you. This person's stalking you. He stops stalking you. I feel like he realizes you're nothing to be fucked with. Okay? You're the warrior. Okay? And with organization, that makes me think of police officers too. You know? So it's like they realize that you got everyone backing you up. And you're the warrior. And I feel like, and you don't even need people to back you up. And they're like, forget it. I think they fuck off, alright? Says, what if you were actually an ancient gladiator, okay, of love and joy? That's what I said, a warrior who agreed to visit Earth during these primitive years to spark some new thinking, share a few smiles, and help others discover they too are awesome. Okay, just saying, the universe. P.S. Up for a joust, of course, with rubber thingies. So yeah, this is someone that you gotta compete against you. I feel like they are competing against you. They're watching you like a motherfucker right now. But next month they're gonna finally fly off, and they're gonna realize, sorry, there's no scraps for you here. There's no scraps here for you, scrub. Alright, you can go ahead and leave, Bobo. One of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you get something solid, like a job offer, or you know what I mean, something that you can work with. And it's abundant. It's gonna give you money. It's the start of something new. You know what I mean? It's the Ace of the Pentacles, and I feel like, and then it's gonna move on, you know, to the 2, to the 3, to the 4, to the 5, all the way to the 10. And they see that. They're like, oh man, this person's not dying at all. This person's profiting. This person's flourishing. This person's got opportunities coming to them. And this is what's coming to you next month. You got opportunities coming to you, and this person's watching it, and they're jealous as fuck. But eventually they fly off because they realize there's no scraps to be had. You know what I mean? The heart. Oh my god, the glare. Yeah, I'm going to say something with, it's something you love. It's an organization that maybe you get a new job. Or I'm saying you might get a job somewhere at an organization or something like this with the community. It might have been something you've always dreamed about because there's tons of stars back there. This card always makes me think of Gemini too. So, I haven't even looked at that thing. I'm sorry. Let's see. Teamwork makes the dream work. Ha! That's a cute one. I like that. I'm not shy, but notice I filter my speech. Your discussion style is changing my style of writing to be authentic. Thanks, Nick. You're very welcome. I'm happy to hear that. Okay? Because, yeah, my ex, haters gonna hate, alright? So my ex always used to make me feel shy about speaking, about being myself, because he can't do it, and he didn't like that when I was myself. Oh my gosh, so many people would gravitate to me and be nice, and they'd want to hear what I have to say. It would, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, he's more of like the type he wants to be an influencer, and it's like, I'm not one's influencer. I don't want to influence, I don't want to do shit. That sounds fucking controlling as fuck. Alright? Fuck you. I'm not mind controlling a damn thing. I would like to inspire people, which is much better. Meaning like, look at me. This is what I do. I ain't gonna change who I am for you. Look at how I am and look at how I am and look at how I talk, look at how I think. You know what I mean? Whatever, right? What I've been through doesn't matter. And take that and roll with it. Do your own thing with it. You know, let it find your authenticity. That's exactly what this is. That's beautiful. I'm very happy with that. You're not the first person to tell me this. So it's like I'm happy that you guys are, you know what I mean, getting motivated and becoming, you know what I mean? Because someone in your life did the same thing they did to me. Right? And I just decided to turn my camera on to spite him because he was like, he literally was like, you know, he was like, you should, because I would try to talk to him about these things and try to talk to him about soul growth and things like this. He didn't want to hear that. And he'd be like, you need to find some friends that want to hear that shit. And I said, well, how am I supposed to do that, you know? I said, I'll make a channel and I'll do this. And he's like, no one's going to want to hear that shit. And I'm like, okay, all right. And I said, well, I'll do that when I want to. And I set it up. He didn't believe me I would do it, and I did it. And he's like, I can't believe you actually put yourself out there like that. And I said, why wouldn't I? I said, I put myself out there when I walk down the street. I said, I act like this when I'm out there in public at the grocery store. I said, why would I be scared to put it online? I put it on display when I go out the house. As I said, haters are going to hate. And I feel like people have hated on you. And a lot of people that come on my channel, they've been hated on. And they've been like, not trained, but like they've been like, they don't really want to express themselves because they don't want to deal with whatever the fuck they've had to deal with low key from other people. Some people were haters, man. Reunion, and this was my proof, right? He got to watch me stride all the way to 1K. He's like, no one's gonna want to listen to you. And literally, I got, I think, 5 people in 1 week. 5 people subbed to me. I don't know who you guys were, but I know who one of them was, but I don't know who the rest of them were. You know, he was my 1,000th subscriber. He never subscribed to me once. He waited till I was 1K. Why? Because he's a fanboy. He ain't a supporter. He's a fucking profiteer, okay? He knows what I mean by that, okay? You ain't my profiteer, alright? Get the fuck off my nuts. Alright, that's why he's up my ass. That's him for me right now. He gonna fly away eventually. He gonna get the fuck out of my life. He's gonna stop stalking me. But yeah, the reunion, it was in reverse. So I want to say, someone that you have a heart for, someone that you're in love with, I want to say that you want to meet up with. I feel like that's finally going to happen. That's going to be a blessing. I feel like this right here is going to lead to that reunion. Okay? Which is love. Oh, that's beautiful. And I feel like because this person, whoever this person is you're having a reunion with, they're watching you too. And they love you. They think you're a warrior. They think you're strong. They think you're the bomb.com. That's just because it rhymed. It just popped right out. I've heard that on a few channels. I like that expression. It's not really one of mine. But yeah, they think you're the bomb.com. Maybe that's something you use. I don't know, but that's funny. Okay? But yeah, the reunions, you know, I feel like you guys are going to get together soon. Organization, planning it. If you plan something, something's coming to you easily though. The letter, reading something. Maybe someone's going to write you a letter. I'm not sure what's going to be in that letter, but it's going to heal you. It's going to close out some chapters for you. Maybe maybe that's who this is, the person, the vulture watching you in your life right now. The pocket watcher, I want to call them. They're going to write you a letter, and you're going to be pleased with what you read. You see how she's got a very nice little pleased smile, like, that's what I thought. Absolutely, like a very respected look. Like, this person, I feel like if they come back in your life, someone that you didn't want to reunion with, this vulture here, someone you did not love, I want to say they eventually come back with a letter, and I feel like they actually write you something, and in that letter, I feel like there's a respect. Like, okay. And I feel like there's a new start with that. And I feel like this vulture, I feel like starts to cooperate or something, or agrees to leave you alone, or just writes you a fuck you letter or something. But either way, you get a message from that letter that lets you know that they're out of there. They're gone. They left you alone. They're over you. They're yeah. Forget-me-nots, remembrance, memories, and the past hold the key. So I want to say, they're definitely, get out of here, fucking flies. It's memories, huh? Maybe they talk to you about something they remember. I don't know. That's interesting. But basically, they remember something. I feel like they talk about it in the letter. And it's a blessing, though. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like I'm hearing, what's that? She says, what's that song? Green Lights by Cruella. I like that song. How does she say? She says basic. Oh, she even talks about going God mode. That's what I'm saying. Maybe listen to that song. Cruella. It's called Green Light. I see nothing but green lights. Yeah, something like that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. So it's like I feel like you got the green light. That's what this Ace of Pentacles is. Like you got green lit, right? And I feel like you're taking off. Like I said, 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4 to the 5. It's like with my subbers. Like I said, I went from 1 to 5 in a day. Ooh, you fly. Okay? It's something like that. Like it grows, and it grows like it's supposed to. Like you got the green light astronomically, you know? Wish. Whatever you've wished on, it's coming true. That's what's coming, green light. Make a wish with it, you know, look back as I wave, something like that. How does that song go? I can't remember, but she's like, I'm gonna look back one more time before I go. Something like that. Can't remember. But yeah, and make a wish with a dandelion in the wind, okay? Maybe them dandelion wishes are paying off. I told everybody I had 50 to blow. So I'm gonna say everyone can have one wish. I'm sure of it. But yeah, make a wish. You feel like you made a wish. That makes me go, close your eyes. Make a wish. I like that song too. So someone likes music here, that's for sure. But I feel like, yeah, the vulture definitely, I feel like they stop, they go away. The snake, I feel like they are a snake. Maybe they grow up, because we do got the Lord card over there, but I have a feeling that's who you really want a reunion with, because we got the heart card over here. Alright. I'm going to say organization might be someone you met at work or like in the community or something like this. It ain't the vulture. I feel like you see that person as a vulture and you'll never let them in your life again. I'm not catching a particular energy on this person, so it's like it could be an X. I really do feel like it's an X for the majority of you because there's an X right next to it. And it also says about being a warrior of love. Okay? So I want to say, yeah, like you're going to still date other people even though this person was terrible. And they stalk you and everything, and you still just do you. And I feel like they evil-eyed you the whole time. You know, they were sitting there praying on your downfall or something like that, and it didn't work. Okay? Like I was saying on my friend's channel the other day, I was like, I'm rubber, you're a glue, bounce off me and sticks to you. Okay? Yeah, I'll go back to 4 years old on that ass, and I'll tell you, you know, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. I loved it. And it took me back to being a kid, but think about that, those are almost like curses. They rhyme. They rhyme and they mean something very powerful, you know. And it's very true that when people try to do evil on you and you're doing good, it bounces right back onto them, and then that whatever they were wishing on you happens to them. So it's like how, you know what I mean, when I was a little kid saying I'm rubber, you're glue, bounce off me and sticks to you. It's like holy fuck, I was out there cursing people and I didn't even know it. Not literally, because it comes from your heart. I was a little kid. I wasn't out there actually cursing people, and I still don't, but you know what I mean. I feel like they cursed themselves. They cursed themselves by cursing you, and you got blessed. You got a blessing because of it. Man, that's funny. That's what they get. Okay, that's what you get. Remember, yeah, I feel like it's like you tell this person, remember me. Remember me when you're, yeah, they're going to be like, remember me in 10 years when, basically, when you're at the 10 of Pentacles, remember me. And I don't know why they want you to remember them. And it's like, no, I don't know. I don't know how you'll remember them or whether you will. I feel like you're going to move on to someone much better. Okay, we got the Lord card. Lord card's like the, yeah, someone you could talk to and everything. Yeah, with the widower, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You put you put the past to bed. And now you go out and make friends, you have conversation, and then you meet. I'm going to say you're a lord or lady. Okay, you're divine, masculine, or feminine. Oh, God, these cards are so shiny and glary. It drives me nuts. So I hope you guys enjoy it. That's actually a really good one. I enjoy this pile. Okay, this one's got like a real deal, like a pinnacle blessing, okay? So I think that's really awesome. And you got to do it while a hater watched the whole time. Like with me, with my ex, he thinks I didn't know he was watching me the whole time. Oh, it was so fun. I would go see him because I was visiting with him to get my things and also just to try to, you know, form a friendship with him and things like this. And when I would see him, he would have a look on his face that was like super excited, and I'm like, oh Lord, he knows that I got my channel and my channel's doing good. Okay, because he knows my original plan, because I actually discussed it with him a long time ago. I told him, I said, I want to live stream tarot. This was literally 3 years ago, 3 years ago. I was like, I want to read tarot online and live stream it. I was like, I cannot. And I was looking for other people that live streamed. There was only like one person that live streamed. I'm like, that's perfect. I was like, this person knows where it's at. I was like, live streaming tarot seems so fun. And then I go to do it, and they're like, get out of here. You can't live stream. You don't have 1,000 subbers. So I was like, what? I need 1,000 people in order to push play on my fucking iPad? I was like, what is that? So then I was like, okay, well, I guess that's what I'll put my mind to. Like, hopefully people, and I never asked for subbers. I wanted it to be the people that wanted to be here. Okay, that way I don't have to deal with nasty comments. I don't feel like, I'm not the one. And if I'm in a bad mood, or if I'm dealing, like right now I'm dealing with my ex, so it's like I'm no one to fuck with right now. I'm gonna rip your face off because I have to be on that page right now while I wait for him to figure it out. Okay, I gotta be ready to go. It's gotta be go time for me any time of the day. So it's like I can't handle anyone talking shit on my comments. So I actually tell them to go fuck themselves. Usually I'll just like give them a thumbs up, thumbs down, and like not even say anything. Okay, that's what I've always done in the past, but I don't know. That's why I say I don't know. Oh yes, and then when I get to 1,000, he tells me like a month later, you know, I was your 1,000th subber, and I'm like, why weren't you my first, bitch? We were living together when I started this channel. I should have been your first you should have been my first subscriber. You know what I mean? Cocksucker, coattail rider. What's the pile now? Am I missed? Yeah, sorry, goddess, it just finished. But now you get to just go back and watch it in whichever pile you like. Sorry. Well, you know, not like sorry. But you know what I mean. Sorry that happened. Either way, now that I'm done with that, I think that's all of my that's all of the requests for now. So now I'm going to move on to finally doing at least one of the damn zodiac signs. We're starting with Aries. Alright, I'm going to try to burn out all fire. So I think I'm going to go by fire, earth, water, air, something like that. I don't think I'm going to go in order. I'm just going to do like Aries, and then like it's going to be probably only like 20 minutes. It's going to be like one of the pick a cards without the pick, you know? So I'm going to do Aries, Leo, and Sag, and then I'm going to move on to the other ones, you know what I mean? But I'm going to do them in order, maybe one grouping a day. That way, I don't know. It depends on how much time I have. And if I get any more requests and things like that, because the requests kind of come first. The other one's kind of just like a try it out hobby thing. So it's like I do the requests first and foremost, because that's what I prefer. I like to do them. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. And I'll be back eventually with hopefully an Aries read. Oh, okay. So if anyone's an Aries, I'm gonna say look out for my Aries read. It's coming. I'm gonna tell you what's coming next month, and that's a perfect time for it because it's the 30th today. So. Maybe I should try to get them all done today. But either way, I'm going to get going, okay? Bye. You guys have a great day.